Hello Conquerors, Robert at robertoreed.com, and this is video 2 of the Conquer with Character mini course. In this video, we're going to talk about the power of words. Hey guys, I want to give you 5 points to ponder when it comes to the power of words. Let's get right into it. The first point, consider. Words are seeds that do more than blow around. They land in our hearts and not on the ground. Be careful what you plant and careful what you say. You might have to eat what you planted one day. We have to be conscious of the words that we use. Think about the words that we use every single day. Ask yourself, are they empowering or are they disempowering? Sometimes we just talk and we have an opinion about ourselves, not really realizing that we try to be right. Our mind searches for a way to be right, and the words we use are the input. So what we put in is gonna come out in our actions. What do you say about yourself? Is it overly negative? Is it blah, come see, come sa? It's up to you. Words are free. Go ahead and use empowering words that can ignite you and inspire you. A lot of people feel that, hey, words don't mean anything, sticks and stones. Well, that's a bunch of hogwash, because if words didn't do anything for us, then we wouldn't even have a motivational industry. We wouldn't have psychotherapy. We wouldn't have these things where we need words to get us back on course. There would be no such thing as counseling if words didn't matter. And we wouldn't remember the harsh words that people say to us, and it sticks to us for years. So words do matter. Watch your words. Point number 2, consider. The best word shakers were the ones who understood the true power of words. They were the ones who could climb the highest. See, some people realized a long time ago that these words shape our destiny. It shapes how we're gonna live our life going forward. So the real achievers out there, they decided that they're going to say words that are going to empower them. Say words that are not going to smash their ego. They're gonna say words that are going to ignite them. Say words that are gonna get them up in the morning. What are the words you're saying to yourself? They are critically important. We're always thinking in words and imagery all day. You have the power to control what you are thinking. You have the power to control what you are saying. Don't waste your words. Move forward with words that move you. Point number 3, consider. Speech has power. Words do not fade. What starts out as a sound ends in a deed. What's your personal mantra? What are the words you live by? How do you live your life daily? Do you schlep out of bed and be like, well, let me just go to work and go to this job I hate, or go and deal with these customers that are horrible and just have another horrific day? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The words that you say, you're gonna live right into them. So why not turn those things around? Those words don't fade. Why would you put up with the words you say to yourself if you wouldn't put up with those same words said to you by someone else? Your speech to yourself, your personal mantra, the words you live by, they do not fade. You've been saying them to yourself forever. And where has it gotten you? So if it hasn't gotten you closer to where you want to be, then it's time to change those words. Point to ponder number 4, consider. Words are free. It's how you use them that may cost you. Have you ever heard something, maybe read something, or maybe someone said something to you and it stuck with you forever? It's still with you till this day. You've never gotten over it. Now, some things could be positive. Some things can be negative. I heard it once said that it takes 20 attaboys or pats on the back to get rid of one negative comment said to you. So, and if that's true, you have a lot of work to do. A lot of positive words you need to speak to yourself. Maybe you need to go in the mirror and tell yourself more positive things. Now remember, this course is not about just, name it, claim it, just a bunch of empty words. No, you really got to get yourself in a state of mind to where you are actually believing what you say. When you say something negative to yourself, you believe it. Same is true when you say something positive to yourself. It's just gonna take you saying it to yourself yourself a lot more than you have been saying the negative words. And what's it gonna cost you? The words are free. But if you continue down the same track with saying these negative words and using a poor vocabulary to describe you and your life and your family and your situation, if you stay in that particular state, it's gonna get you nowhere. So the words are free. You can change those words that you use that has been causing you to run your life in a circle over and over and repeating the same negative cycle over and over. Just by changing your words, you can change it just like that. But it's up to you. Point to ponder number 5. Consider the power of life and death are in the tongue. That pretty much sums up everything we've been talking about in this particular video. It's up to you. The words that you use, that tongue, you can have a positive life or you can have a negative life. I bet right now you can think how your life been going. You can think about the words you've been using and you can come to a conclusion of whether or not those words were negative or positive. You pretty much figured it out by now. When you say something positive, so let's say something as simple as a vacation, and you say, okay, you know what, next year I'm gonna go on a cruise. I'm going to plan it. And you start moving in that direction. You make the plans, you put down a deposit, you make some payments over time, and eventually you find yourself on that cruise. But it started with a thought. It started with you and maybe your spouse talking about it. It started with that positive feeling that you had that, hey, I'm gonna go on a vacation. I'm gonna go on a cruise for the first time or the 5th time. But what was the language that you were using? Think about that. You were not saying, well, I'm not gonna go on a cruise. I'm not gonna go on a cruise. Did nothing to go on this cruise. And all of a sudden you wake up one day and whoo, oh wow, how did I get on this cruise? It started with a thought, then you talked about it a little bit, and then you start moving towards making it happen. I just wanted to use a simple example. Everything in our life happens pretty much that way. The power of life and death are in your tongue. You can speak life into your goals, dreams, aspirations, all your passions, everything. Or you can speak death into them. Same thing with your kids and your spouse. You can speak life into them, or you can speak death into them. You can use powerful, impactful words to get them going. Or you can use debilitating words that crushes their spirit. Life or death. It's completely up to you. Watch your words. They're free, but they're powerful. Okay, I didn't want to leave you guys without giving you an action step. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down the words that you use the most. What do you find yourself repeating over and over and over? What are some of the words that you use? And make it a practice of changing out some of these words. Grab yourself a thesaurus, use different words. Consider how you can say certain things. Instead of saying, well, I can't, then start to say, how can I? So use more powerful or empowering words. Write some down, just take an hour or so, whatever, and just kind of think about how you think about certain things in your life. Think about particular topics. Think about your world outlook. What do you think on religion? What do you think about the politics? What do you think about particular topics? And then start jot down your thoughts and look at the words that you use when you describe these particular topics. Look at the words that you use when you describe your goals. What are the words that you use when you describe your family? What are the words that you use when you describe your spouse? Consider all these things. And obviously we want to talk about your ultimate destiny, your ultimate goal. Think about the words that you are using and then change these words out to better words, to words that bring energy and life into the direction that you want to go. So as I said before, words are free, but it could cost you. Smash the notification button, like, comment, subscribe. If there's some ideas or some thoughts you may have on words, leave it in the comment section below so that other people can benefit from it. So until next time, conquer with character.